Good morning, day 72 on the trail. Freda and Eric just dropped me off at the West Hartford Public Library. Head on through the town and up over a mountain, and 10.5 miles later get into Hanover and call it a day. It's supposed to get really hot today, get up into 90. Shouldn't be too hard of a day. I feel very well rested, well fed, that's for sure. And so hopefully it'll be a great day here on the trail. I just make sure to pull out my map. I haven't seen any trail markers is the issue. I'm just not seeing any markers anywhere or blazes. So obviously I'm hoping I'm continuing in the right direction. Well, you've heard people say, where do you live? Oh, I live out in East Podunk. Well, there's Podunk Road. Off street walking and into the forest again. Oh, it's so much cooler in here. This feels great. It's very hot out there in that sun. And all the pine needles, so I have the little pillows under my feet. Elm Street, wherever that is, 6.9. Connecticut River, 8.7. Wonder if L Street is in Norwich, maybe. Yep. The white blaze, and away I go. A little bit of a stream way down there. See if I can zoom in on it. But this section of the woods or the forest has been a little bit cooler than the others, so it felt really good. I just stood there for a few minutes before turning the camera on because it just felt so good. And it's very hot. I don't know if it's... Can you eat differently and that causes me to sweat more or what? But I cannot believe how much I've been sweating since I came back out here. I mean, I am just pouring buckets of water off of me, and I've never been that way before. But ever since returning to the trail, it's been like that. And I just don't know what I'm doing different. I mean, I know it's warmer out, but I work out in the yard back home. Heat index of 105, 108. But I've never sweat like this before. And I just didn't quite understand why. What's the difference? A lot of downed trees right there. A little bit of a stream crossing, won't be too hard. On the rocks, the post, over to those rocks, boom, up the side, and away I go. Out of the woods and onto a road. The heat index is 94 degrees right now. So I'm trying to stay on the grass as much as I can because it's pretty much, I can feel that heat coming through the bottom of my shoes. It looks like it's about I don't know, almost a half-mile walk down this road into a town. So just keep staying on the grass as much as I can. Ooh, it's hot. The marker here says Captain Alden Partridge, 1785 to 1854. Dedicated to Captain Alden Partridge of Norwich, Vermont, founder of Norwich University, innovative educator, noble engineer, and extraordinary pedestrian. He hiked hundreds of miles throughout this region, conducting topographical surveys before there were any marked trails to follow. May he be an inspiration to all those who walk this trail. So this is where the trail comes out in the town, and then we turn right over here to go down the sidewalks. So the sign here talks about the town of Norwich. It's home to Norwich University, and the founder of that, Alden Partridge, artist Paul Sample, and many Olympians. Norwich has long attracted people of purpose and integrity. The 1843 Norwich Female Abolition Society, and around 1894 the Women's Christian Temperance Union pressed for change. The first Vermont YMCA band played on the green for years. In 1963, President Kinney established the Dresden School District, the first interstate school system in the country. The Lewis House, on which the ground, this marker, but I'm going to show you the rest of everything right now. The green over there I'm gathering, and looks like a band could play in the gazebo area there. But it says the Lewis House, on whose ground this marker sits, was built around 1807, which is interesting because their address is 1807. From 1846 to 1892, General William Lewis was the first of 5 generations of the family to live and work here, where he served as the town clerk and treasurer. So this house here remained in the family until 2003, when the Historical Society purchased the house. So it was built around 1807, and the address is there is 1807. Walking across here. Just keep on walking down. I guess I'll walk from this town right into the other town, I guess. I pulled my umbrella out for a little bit to keep the sun off me. It was so darn hot with that sun beating on me, so I pulled my umbrella out to keep the sun from beating on me. And then about 5 minutes later, the sun goes behind a big cloud. So I'm just walking around with my umbrella closed up and in my hand right now. Yeah, this is a very interesting trail along here. The pretty yellow flowers. There are pretty flowers along there. This is the Connecticut River. I'm crossing over from Norwich into into some other town here in Maine. Hanover, that's it. From Norwich into Hanover, going over the Connecticut River. Obviously a popular hangout over there in that deck. Got a boat down that way. It's a hot day, beautiful day for them to be on the water. Well, I don't know where I missed it, but somewhere along the line, I never saw things saying welcome to New Hampshire. So I've kind of, I'm through with Vermont. I'm through with Vermont, and now I'm into New Hampshire, I guess. Unless I'm premature with my thoughts, and there's a marker coming up here a bit, but I'm literally walking from one town to another. So maybe up here there'll be a sign somewhere. But for now, I'm through with Vermont. Town of Hanover, chartered in 1761. Okay, that didn't work. Town of Hanover, chartered in 1761. So I've come into the Dartmouth area. Welcome home, alumni. So obviously this is alumni weekend, and I'm walking through the town. So there's a marker on the sidewalk here. And then you have all this artwork by the Hanover High School Art Club, where the going gets tough. And they got Vermont, and the trail keeps on going. Hanover High Art Club. It's right there. New Hampshire, it says you are here. So we're right at the very beginning of New Hampshire there. Hanover High. The Prezzies, the presidential range. Oh, how neat they do it. I think you can play hopscotch if you want. I am way too tired and sore to jump. And there's Maine, and there's Katahdin, the finish line. Katahdin, Baxter, peak elevation 5,267 feet, northern terminus of the Appalachian Trail, a mountain footpath extending over 2,000 miles to Springer Mountain, Georgia. Well, that was pretty neat. All right, these are all the chickens and roosters, the hens.
Yeah, that's all.
Another one hanging underneath there.
Those are all our. We got one. We're missing Darby. Is a layer.
Oh, it may have been over that way. I think there was one over that
She's
way.
a gold. She's a buff Orpington.
Mm-hmm. The little babies.
Blonde.
The little chicks.
There she is.
Freddie, do you mind if you're in the video? Oh, I put them on my webpage, for the kids to see and the grandkids. Wow, okay, take that. Awesome sauce.